Kirk Pendergrass was an agent of a corporation out of Florida called E-Clause. And the CEO of E-Clause is named Chris Hallett. And Chris Hallett is authorized by United States Congress to do loss prevention for the government of the United States. And so Kirk had already been through this bogus crap that they pulled with him in the state of Idaho using a family court. Using a Sharia law court is what they're doing. They make up laws to make you to do anything they want. So Kirk already knew what to do, but he had to kind of make some changes into like the Minnesota case. But Kirk made those changes, and along with other task force members, Mr. Pendergrass accompanied me to every hearing. And each time Kirk got up and he tried to give me assistance of counsel, which I'm entitled to under the Constitution of the United States. Each time the court would not let him. And Kirk was ready. Kirk was going to eat him alive. And they knew it. Kirk knew exactly what they were doing. Kirk drafted the papers for me where we demanded proof of jurisdiction. He knew exactly what to do. We demanded that the state of Minnesota prove jurisdiction over me. Well, they couldn't do it because they didn't have it. And so all those papers were filed. Long and short of it is, on August 26, 2019, a very large, relatively speaking, group of people traveled to Crookston, Minnesota on my behalf. They were brought there by Field Mcconnell, if you're familiar with Field. He's a former U.S. Marine.
He's in jail right now, isn't he?
Yep, and you know how they got him? Same judge, same court order that Florida did to me. His name is Michael Kaplan in Broward County. Michael Kaplan is facilitating child sex trafficking. That's what Michael Kaplan's doing. And so Field brought a large amount of people, supporters there that showed up for me, but I didn't show up. I didn't show up because they didn't have jurisdiction.
He did a show with Field for, some period, not a whole show or something. And then he had other people that were, scheduled to come in and do stuff with him that day. But he stopped what he was doing, had Timothy on. He explained what had happened. And I believe that might have been the first time that the term Pentagon Pedophile Task Force was used. And that Timothy described that the men who picked him up, the authority that they had was he was being taken into protective custody by the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force. The next thing that happened...
It's all right for some, but not all right for me. When you go out and you can't say where you've been, you think I cannot see. Wait a minute, how does that go? You're doing it to me, baby, can't you see? I know how it is. What that's talking about is that the breakup of a relationship between whoever wrote the lyrics, whether it was Gordon Lightfoot or someone else, and it was just saying that, can't you see that I know how it is? Well, I have a question right now, and I'm putting this out to the audience because I really need help getting the answer to this question. Is there, in fact, now, or has there ever been, a presidential pedophile task force? As of today, I'm thinking the answer is no.
All right. This is going to be short and sweet. This is Timothy Charles Holmseth on behalf of the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force.
The Tim stuff. I don't know a lot of the details. I know what everybody else has heard, but right now, at this exact second, a Pentagon Pedophile Task Force could make a whole hell of a lot of sense. My gut instinct is that Tim is right on the cash, and that we'll learn more. He'll come forward and be able to share more, and we will learn things that may be hard truths, but we need to hear, and he'll be just the person to present those things.
Can't you see that I know how it is? Well, I have a question right now, and I'm putting this out to the audience because I really need help getting the answer to this question. Is there, in fact, now, or has there ever been, a presidential pedophile task force? As of today, I'm thinking the answer is no.
but right now at this exact second, a Pentagon pedophile task force could make a whole hell of a lot of sense. My gut instinct is that Tim is right on the cash, and that we'll learn more. He'll come forward and be able to share more, and we will learn things that may be hard truths, but we need to hear, and he'll be just the person to present those things out in the future.
Is there in fact now, or has there ever been, a presidential pedophile task force? As of today, I'm thinking the answer is no.
All right. That's
preacher or anything. It's real. You could bring up to me the person that I hate the most in the world. I try not to hate anybody. And they say, hey, Tim, you can have this person put in hell right now. I say, absolutely not. I don't want anybody to go there. You know, it's horrible. So,
stay away from my window. Stay away from my back door too.
What goes around comes back around. Seems that's just the way heartache